Hello, ladies. So I used to do the Monday Menopause live in the group, but now I've decided to record it and then upload them to YouTube because Facebook have decided to delete all lives after 30 days. And I want to keep these in a bank so that if anyone asks about certain topics, I can tag them or send them a link to a video that corresponds to it. So today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of sleep on our perimenopause and menopause journey and beyond. Oh, my computer's doing funny things. There we go. So for those of you who are new to the group, welcome. It's great to see you. And I try and do something every Monday, talk about something that's important on your perimenopause journey. I'm the founder of the group, and today I'm going to talk about sleep and how it impacts our hormonal health. And I want to introduce a bedtime routine that we can all do and set like a small challenge for you to try during this week before I come back next Monday on another topic. So understanding the importance of sleep during perimenopause is crucial because it influences our hormone balances significantly. So poor sleep can exacerbate common symptoms like hot flushes, weight gain, all anxiety, all the symptoms you can think of. Lack of sleep makes them worse, and then when your symptoms get worse, your sleep gets worse, and then you get into this vicious circle. So by improving our sleep, we can help stabilize our hormone levels and reduce our symptoms. So let's try and start how we can do this. So transition into your bed from your day. So to help manage these hormone fluctuations, we can enhance our sleep through bedtime routine, and it's essential to try and add this in. As difficult as it might feel at the beginning, once you get into a routine, it becomes easier, and then you'll be like, oh my God, why didn't I do this a long time ago? So avoid stimulants is the first one, and quite an obvious one, really. So reducing our caffeine intake, our alcohol intake, and our food intake close to bedtime. So caffeine, really, 12 o'clock should be the last time you have any kind of caffeinated drink. You know, the obvious one is coffee, but any soft drinks as well that you might have that has caffeine in. Really try not to drink any after lunchtime. I mean, I would get on my bandwagon and say you shouldn't be drinking any sugary caffeinated drinks anyway, but let's keep it to sleep, shall we? I won't get on my bandwagon. So have your last cup of coffee at lunchtime, 12 o'clock, and not afterwards. Alcohol. Alcohol really doesn't help with our hormones, but it really interferes with our sleep. Busy road this morning. Sorry if you can hear the traffic going by. So if you are going to drink alcohol, the same with food, a good couple of hours before you go to bed so that your body can digest it and do what it needs to do to the alcohol and to the food before you go to bed, so that when you go to bed, your body's doing like regulating your hormones and replenishing and healing, all the things it should be doing, not the stuff that you've put into it and it's going to do that instead. So alcohol, food, 2 hours before your sleep time. Caffeine, not after 12 o'clock. And that last meal really shouldn't be a heavy meal either, because eating late is going to affect the ability for your gut health to wind down. So I just touched on it there. So when your body is digesting your food, if you have like a really heavy evening meal, even if it's 2 hours before, your gut and your body's going to put lots of time in digesting that and less time in doing what we need to do. So not only should we leave a good 2 hours, but that meal should be light as well. We need more of our calories at lunchtime. And this is how the Mediterranean people eat. They have a big lunch and then a small dinner. So with that in mind, if you are hungry, like if you're really like, I really need to eat something, it's been a long time since my last meal, then something less likely to affect your gut and to do lots of work is a banana. Banana's really good to have before bed if you need it. Obviously, the best is nothing. Have that banana like a good hour before if you possibly can. And then relaxation techniques. So to start winding down. Think about what time you're going to go to bed. So you need 7 hours sleep minimum. Between 7 and 9 is the optimal. When we talk about 9 hours sleep, you're like, we're really lucky if we get 9 hours sleep. That would just be great, wouldn't it, if we got 9 hours sleep a night? So let's aim for a practical 7 hours. I mean, if you get more than that, great. So if you're going to get 7 hours, what time do we need to wake up in the morning? All right, so let's say we need to, just to make the maths easy, let's say we have to wake up at 7, which means we have to be asleep by 12, which is quite late, I think, but let's just for the maths part. And if we need to be asleep by 12, we need to be in bed by 11. And if we need to be in bed by 11, we need to start winding down about 10, 10:30, so that we have time to wind down. So those last minute emails, get them done, last minute messaging, last minutes flick through Facebook, get those finished so that you can start winding down and you're keeping away from that blue screen. You're not scrolling anymore. Take a nice relaxing bath, put some Epsom salts in there, which is good magnesium that soaks into your body. Do your facial routine. I love my bedtime facial routine and my morning routine. Whereas I cleanse my face, I tone it, I put on my nighttime creams that I use, and that's part of my bedtime routine. And I might do that while listening to a podcast or to an audiobook, but not scrolling. I mean, sometimes I dip into the group and answer some of your questions that come on late, I have to admit, but I try not to. My sleep is quite good at the moment. Usually if it's less than 7 hours, it's because I've worked late, which I really try not to do because I can get more done in the morning by having a good night's sleep. So we want to really eliminate doing that. Put on some soft music. If you're not into podcasts or audiobooks, some nice soft music is really good. Do a bit of stretching, maybe a little bit of gentle yoga, some downward dogs, some nice stressing to really, de-stress before you get into bed. Do a brain dump so you can start writing things into a journal. If you've got lots going on in here that you need to remember to do tomorrow or next week, or get it down on paper, do a massive brain dump so that your brain is empty and you're not going to be thinking about it during the night. Make sure your sleeping area is decluttered, because a decluttered room makes nice for a nice peaceful sleep. Make sure it's not too hot. So we're looking at 18 degrees centigrade is a nice temperature. You can have layers on your bed if you're cold, or if you're hot, then a fan would be good for the white noise as well and to keep you cool. Invest in some really nice either bamboo sheets, cotton sheets to help you keep you cool. Have a cup of chamomile tea, a nice warm cup of chamomile tea is really good. Some lavender spray or some aromatherapy oils really helps you, desensitize. It gives you a sedative, sense. So it really helps you like wind down. And then I always listen to a sleep meditation when I go to bed. I put my earpods in and I listen to a sleep meditation, which is a guided meditation. It talks me through my body and helps my body relax. And I've got several that I use. Another one I'll use that it's a manifestation one with abundance. And when I try and imagine the life that I want, I never get to the good bits. I'm always asleep before, but my subconscious is still listening to it. I have those ones that can go all night, and then I wake up in the morning and my earbuds are in the bed, but I've slept through it. So a nice, calming, relaxing bedtime routine to get yourself to bed is really going to help you sleep. It's going to help your body do all the healing things it's supposed to do. And then in the morning, a lot of ladies wake up feeling stressed, and that's because of cortisol spikes in the morning. So a really good way to start your morning is to lay in bed and do, again, a little meditation with your eyes closed and a grounding meditation. So think about your whole body, be in the present moment, and then that helps your body relax before you get out of bed. When you get out of bed, ground both feet on the ground and tell yourself this is going to be a good day, because your first thoughts are going to be the thoughts that stick with you throughout the day. So if you wake up in the morning and you go, oh no, so I've got this and I've got that, really try hard not to do that. Get out of bed and go, this is going to be a good day. And as soon as you can get natural light into your eyes, the better. So now the mornings are brighter. If you're getting up, your time of wake up time is the sun's already up, go and get outside and get natural light into your eyes. Go and stand outside the back door, get some natural light onto your face just for a few minutes, and it just grounds you for the day, and it helps with and refrain from having a coffee for a good half an hour. Let your body wake up naturally, and this really helps, rather than it relying on caffeine to wake you up. And then enjoy a cup of coffee half an hour later. Make sure that you stay hydrated throughout the day. And a lot of ladies, they worry about drinking too much. They're going to wake up in the night and pee. But the same with your eating. If you're well hydrated, if you can get good 2 liters of water in you throughout the whole day, then you don't need to drink before bed. You can just have a nice small cup of warm chamomile at night time before bed, and that's it. And then you should be able to go through the night without getting up and going for a pee. Gentle exercise is really important during the day. So nothing too strenuous, not boom, 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 boom aerobic exercise, and especially not in the evening. If you don't have time to work out in the morning or in the afternoon, and the only time you've got spare to do it is in the evening, then focus on strength training, Pilates, yoga. I mean, I always say do those exercises anyway, but if you're going to be doing it in the evening, don't do anything that's like really, I would say robotic then, aerobic, because that's going to get your cortisol levels up and really spike that, energy that you don't want. It's going to put stress on your body, and you want the opposite to happen. So some gentle exercise, and then mindful meditation in the morning really sets you off good. If you get outside, get that light in. I like to get up out of bed before the rest of the family, so I can just sit and think about good things, meditate, and guided meditation. I'm really not good at meditating without anything talking to me, because my mind does wander. But there's some really good morning meditations that you can find on YouTube where they guide you through it. A good 10 minutes of affirmations, and start your morning on a high. Do a little stretch, a little bit of yoga. You can end the day with it, start the day with it. It's really good to lower that cortisol level and manage that stress that a lot of ladies deal with first thing. Sorry, I'm beeping all over the place here. So by adjusting our evenings and our morning routine, not putting stress on us, making sure we don't eat too late, changing our environment in our bedroom is really key things to help you have a good night's sleep. And if you do wake up in the middle of the night, if you're laying awake for more than 10 minutes, then don't stress about, oh, how many hours have I got left? Oh, I'm not going to fall asleep now. Get up, change your environment, go and have a wee, make yourself a cup of chamomile, or go and do a brain dump. It might be something on your mind. And then once you've done that, go back to bed. You'll find that if by getting up and doing that, it's easier to go back to bed and go back to sleep, rather than laying there tossing and turning and stressing about you not being asleep. You might think, oh, if I get up, it's going to wake me up. But obviously keep all lights as dim as possible. Don't put any bright lights on. Keep everything quiet. Do what you need to do, then go back to bed. You're more likely to fall back to sleep doing that than you are laying there tossing and turning and getting stressed about being awake, counting the hours, about how many hours you've got to sleep. So your challenge is this week, before next Menopause Monday, is to see if you can implement some of these. Don't get stressed and think, oh, I've got to change everything now. Implement it slowly. Each day, try and do something different. Change the time of your last meal. Change your having a bath in the evening. Change something and implement it throughout the week, change something, then by next Monday, let's see where you are. So that's my challenge to you, to get that done. Right, ladies, have a great day and see you shortly. Bye for now.